We're going to start off with The Wild Robot, and this is a sci-fi fantasy family type film directed by Chris Sanders. And in this film, shipwrecked on a deserted island, a robot named Roz must learn to adapt to its new surroundings, building relationships with the native animals. Roz soon develops a parental bond with an orphan gosling. And this thing has a pretty cool voice cast. We got Lupita Nyong'o, who plays the robot Roz, Kit Connor, who plays the gosling. We also got Stephanie Hsu, Mark Hamill, Pedro Pascal, and Ving Rhames, as well as others. And what you think about this, Cornelius?
Overall, I really liked it. It was, I really had zero expectations of it. I didn't know it was a book series until like after I saw it. But Lapina, how do you pronounce her name?
Oh, Lupita.
Lapita has been on a couple of podcasts in the last couple of weeks and talking about the film. So I just was, I like her as an actress, and this is the first time I think that she's done anything like voiceover work. So and also Pedro Pascal's in it. So I just wanted to check it out.
Yeah, it's surprising, man. Like, I didn't know anything about it. I kind of went in blind. I didn't know it was an adaptation until after, I had already seen it. But yeah, I thought it was really good, man. The story just pulls you in, man. It's kind of one of these it does give you a warm feeling at the end, man, because you got this outcast duck, this orphan, in a way by accident. You know what I'm saying? So the robot kind of takes on the responsibility of raising it. But it's also cool because this robot was on its way to a customer, and it crashed on this island. It looks like the modern world too, like the time period it's in, probably the near future. But this robot is crashed on this island and there's nothing there but animals. And crazily enough, it learns to communicate with the animals, even though they're kind of like, weirded out by the presence of this thing. But there's a lot of cool stuff that's happening in this, man. The voice performances are really cool, and there's just cool stuff, especially with the animals, man, because there's this harsh winter that comes through, and they all got to kind of pull together to pull themselves through it. So that's kind of cool watching that, and then later on, just watching the effort that this robot puts into raising this duckling, man. And it's not even like it's just kind of weird because you get the sense that this thing is sentient, a little bit, or maybe because of the way it landed there, something fried its circuits a little bit. But mostly is starting off as doing this is just, it needs a mission. That's what it is. It's a helper robot, a taskmaster, helps you do your yard work, help you do your laundry, help you do household things. But in this case, the task becomes to help raise this baby goose, But it's a really good film, man. I had such a good time watching this, man. And it's really funny too, man. And it's not like adult humor, but it is humor that adults can appreciate, man. And shout out to this little kid that I was in the theater with, man. This little kid was laughing, and it was cracking me up, man, because he was just laughing but it's like that little kid laughter that's just hysterical, like they about to fall out the chair. And I was like, man, I wish I could be that little kid right now watching this, even though I still enjoyed it, but I know this little kid's gonna probably remember this thing for the rest of their life, man. This is one of those moments, man,
Yeah, the animation on this was a little bit different than most of the other Pixar things. And not Pixar, DreamWorks films. Yeah. I really liked it. And just the motion of the robot, everything was real cool about this.
Yeah, it is cool, man. It's definitely one I could see people crying, man. You're gonna drop some tears.
Yeah.
It
had some like Studio Ghibli kind of feelings on parts of it. It wasn't just a plain story. Yeah, but
it's cool, man. But yeah, the humor really got to me though. Like, it definitely has some funny parts, especially these animals having to interact at one point together. Because like I said, the winter's coming, and you got predators and prey kind of kicking it together in the same room. And speaking of animation, like you said, it is computer animated, but it also has like this weird, like a painterly style. It's almost like you're watching a painting or an illustrated book, come to life.
Yeah,
definitely.
Like I said, it's cool how they did it because it's different than any other thing that I've seen. DreamWorks, It's complete different animation of like you would see from like Shrek or what else one of their films, Madagascar or something like that.
Yeah, man. But I think I really did like the animation, man. I think it's cool of them to kind of go outside the box and do something that's different than what everyone else stuff is looking like right now. Um, but yeah, definitely go check that out, man. While it's in the theaters, man, I highly recommend it. And I think I saw the director did pretty good, and he's like, yeah, like you said, there are more books, so they could definitely do sequels.
Yeah, yeah.
And they say it even gets more deeper with what the robots doing, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, one of the things I thought was real neat that one of the first story about robots is Rossum's Rossum's Universal Robots, and that kind of they kind of named that character after that, and
that's pretty cool. Is that Asimov?
No, that's this is like a Czech film.
Transformers 1. It's kind of a reboot of the Transformers franchise in animated form, man. So this film is directed by Josh Cooley. It's an action-adventure sci-fi film. In this film, Optimus Prime and Megatron, as former friends, bonded like brothers. Their relationship ultimately changes Cybertron's fate forever. And this cast includes voice cast includes Brian Tyree Henry, Chris Hemsworth, Scarlett Johansson, Steve Buscemi, Lawrence Fishburne, and John Hamm. Those are our main people. And I really enjoyed this, dude. Like I know a lot of people were lukewarm on that first trailer, but what stood out to me was it did look like that they were going into the origin. Before we had Megatron and Optimus, and they were just regular bots out here. And it's interesting the way this world is set up, because they're kind of like a worker underclass, in this world, man. I was laughing, man, when they were calling them basically they can't transform, man, and you find out why later. But so they're just relegated to just working. They're workers, they're miners or whatever else, their task is, and that's their existence, man. They get very little joy, but that allows them to live, and exist in the world, while the robots that are running everything kind of benefit from their labor. But it's crazy because they were calling them no cogs, because you need the cog to transform. And I was like, man, this is their N-word, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. But this film has a lot of heart, man. I think the story is brilliant, man. It's just such a fun, good time, man. And honestly, it's actually an emotional story, man. Because one of the craziest things that I really appreciate is the voice acting, man. I think it really brings the characters to life, especially Brian Tyree Henry's Megatron, because you're talking about if I'm going to do a list of character arcs, my favorites of this year is Megatron's on that list, dude.
Oh yeah.
To see him go from this guy to he's all right, he's doing his daily routine, to see him to get radicalized, bro, dude, it's crazy, man. And they do this thing where his eyes start off yellow, and by the end of the movie, they're bright red, dude. And they just keep, and as things are happening. So I thought that was cool, man. We get, Cybertron lore. And it's not, I don't know if it's canon. These are things that have been floated out there in other iterations of the franchise, especially the Primes and the Quinticons. I forgot those guys' names. The war with them and stuff that. But to see them put it all together into something that they could branch off and go into the future, I thought that was really cool, man. especially getting more, seeing Cybertron. So this is cool, man. I had a good time watching it.
We already kind of knew that, like Optimus Prime original name was Orion Pex, and I guess Megatron's is D16 or whatever. But to me it was a good friendship movie at first, and then that friendship kind of fades away. But like you said, it was a big evolution, really toward two characters. One of them, was kind of grew up and kind of became responsible for his actions, and then the other one just did a heel turn out of this world.
I totally get why Megatron changed, though, in a way.
I can.
It's like everything that he believed in
was a lie.
Was a lie, and it's just, I was like, whoa. when he told that one dude, he's like, I want to kill him. I was like, bro, I was in my seat like, ooh, this is good, man.
Yeah, and I'm alone in the theater watching this, and I just thought it was amazing. I kind of hate this thing. This film isn't making money. The first trailer for this, I liked the animation, but it seemed like it was a real kiddie type movie. Because I'm thinking it's almost like Paw Patrol type jokes in that first trailer.
Yeah.
But just seeing this, it was amazing. And it is violent. If these weren't animated robots, it's probably be R-rated, just because of when they go in and it was no holds barred or whatever, on this.
And it's cool though too, because as I'm watching, like most of the robots, they can't transform, so it's kind of cool seeing some of the other Autobots in the background. Just I'm like, yo, that's Wheeljack. That's like that's seeing those characters. And I also I like how they introduced the Decepticons too, man. That was kind of interesting the way they did that. And man, this thing is crazy, man. Like I really do hope they get another one. The only thing that's good is for the most part, it's it released in the United States by itself for the most part. So I think the rest of the world is going to get it. So maybe that's going to boost the numbers up. But dude, this is the one, man. Like it's so well done. Like I don't think there's a better Transformers movie, man. Maybe you could argue the '86 joint, but
I think
this is way better.
This is pretty much like a complete reboot of all Transformers, and it's actually going to some of the original source material, we being introduced, to them and all that.
Man.
The Quintrons or whatever they're at war with. What was the other race that really created all of them? It was like the 5-headed.
I thought those are the Quinticons, the 5-headed guys.
Okay, I guess it's kind of mixed up, but I thought,
they are.
Okay. I just thought it was interesting with there were them and the big lie that's being told in this. I wasn't wasn't really expecting what was going on with it, but I was satisfied, and plus I had like zero expectations on this just because I hated that first trailer, But I heard
my hopes got up because the reviews started coming in, man, and that's when my hopes got up. People were losing their shit over this. I was like, yo, I gotta see this then. And I saw the 3D, man, which I thought was really good, man. It definitely helped enhance it, especially with this animation style. I think animated films are usually really look good when you do take the time to do 3D, man.
I didn't get to see it in 3D this go around. Maybe if I don't know, I can get a good 3D show.
Maybe it's getting a little long in the but this is a good movie, man. Especially if you want to do a double feature animation and just bathe in just really well done storytelling. Then check out the Wild Robot and Transformers 1, man. You'll get the bang for your buck. And like I said, man, I was really surprised the emotional impact of this Transformers 1 film, dude. I did not see that coming, man. And Megatron, dude, it's just like it's a testament to having a good villains, man, and just good writing, man. That blew me out the way. Like if they did a voice acting Oscar, Brian Tyree definitely get nominated, bro, for this thing, man. He killed that dude. Like I didn't see it coming, man. It was crazy. And I guess there's one more thing I want to talk about before we get out of here. I did see the Halle Berry film Never Let Go, and this film was directed by Alexandra Aja, or it could be Aja. But this is going to be kind of a horror suspense film. When an unspeakable evil takes over the world, the only protection for a mother and her twin sons is their house and strong bond. Needing to stay connected at all times, even tethering themselves with ropes, they must cling to one another and never let go. However, when one of the boys questions if the evil is real, the ties that bind them together are severed, triggering a terrifying fight for survival. And this film stars Halle Berry as the mother in this. We also got Percy Daggs in this, and Anthony B. Jenkins, and as well as Stephanie Levine and Kristen Park. She's also in this. And William Catlett. That's my dude. I forgot he was in that Black Lightning, man. He was the bad guy in Black Lightning. William Catlett. He's a good actor.
Okay.
I forgot what his name was in there. The premise itself is crazy to me, man, because they kind of allude to it in the trailer. You got this interesting situation But, you know, as I said in the description, one of the kids is questioning his mom's sanity, you know, because it's kind of looking like it's like, why are we doing all this stuff? Why she seems to be the only one that's seeing these things? And like, because there's two brothers here, man. And one of them asks the other brother, did you see that? Or, you know, like, and it starts playing around with you. So you're wondering her sanity. You're wondering if this is a case of them just, if the world is really normal out there, you know what I'm saying? And she's, you know, making all this stuff up in her head. But, so it's an interesting premise, man. But I thought this thing, it looks great, man. The cinematography is great. Like the way this forest looks and this property that her and the kids are on, man, it's really well done. There's a lot of creepy, suspenseful tension moments, especially because pretty much, dude, they don't have anything, man. Like except what's in their radius, man. And their ropes are only so long, bro. And you know these ropes is long as hell, man. I swear she's getting out like a mile from the house, which is crazy. Dragging a mile of rope. That's man, come on, son. But it's a movie, you know. But that's essentially every day they got to go out and just scavenge whatever they can find, you know, plants and stuff, trying to kill, you know, rabbits and stuff like that. And they start getting hungry, man. The supplies get low, and then these little dudes is hungry, man. They growing children, and that's one of the aspects that really stood out to me was the performances of the boys, man. I think they knocked it out of the park, man. Halle Berry is great as you know, the mother. But the kids, man, they're doing some acting, man. Like this, if anything stuck to me about this film, it's going to be their performances, man. Like they blew me. It just blew me away, man. So I will say this thing probably goes on maybe a little bit too long, maybe about 10, 15 minutes, but you can overlook that, man. That's just kind of just extra exposition that I don't think really adds to the overall story that they're getting at. But it's interesting, man. I feel like this is one, even if you don't check it out in the theaters right now, it's one that's going to be worth tracking down later, man. It's just one of these nice campfire-esque, you know, spooky, creepy tales, man, that throws you for a loop. Even to the end, man, I'm still like, I've seen the end and I'm like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Okay. It kind of reminds me of Knock at the Cabin in a way, whereas, you know, our participants, they're cut off, so you don't really know what else is going on out in the world. I remember those scenes in Knock at the Cabin where they're looking at the TV and you're just like, yo, what is going on? And then the one dude breaks the TV. I got so mad. I was like, yo, we're not going to know shit.
like I said, the trailers reminded me of Z for Zachariah. That's what. Yeah, that's what all the trailers that I saw reminded me of.
Yeah, it does have that that vibe to it. So I think this director also did he did the Hills Have Eyes remake. He also did Mirrors, Rana 3D, he did Horns, and he also did Crawl. I like Crawl a lot.
Yeah, me too. That with the Gators. Yeah, that
that was a fun movie. But yeah, man, it's pretty solid, man. I'll definitely recommend it, man, if you want to, you know, get a chance and check it out. Like I said, this is a head trick, man, but it's pretty well done. And I think that's it, man. I don't got anything else to really mention on this episode. Seen some other stuff. We'll probably say that for the next one. You know,
I've caught up with Strange Darling and Rebel Ridge, and both of those are perfect films to me. I did use those for my upcoming episode of Trick or Treat Radio that I'm gonna be guest host or whatever on that for my Patreon picks. Check me out.
Strange Darling is really good, man. That's might be in my top 5 for the year, bro. Like that's a good ass movie, man.
Well,
just head to toe, man.
The last couple of weeks. Well, my top, I want to say 4 right now are Transformers 1, Deadpool Wolverine, Rebel Ridge, and Strange Darling. Those are my top 4.
Strange Darling is crazy too because it takes place kind of in a modern setting, but that cinematography on that, it has a feel to it, man. It feels like you're watching something from '85. Like a late night drive-in kind of horror kind of thing, man. But it's really well done, man. They killed that. They knocked that out the park, man.
It's just a
highly recommended.
I ended up getting this on Apple TV, got it from Apple TV, but like I want a physical copy of this because the colors on this look amazing. Normally on a horror film or something like a horror film, you don't really have colors like this in a film. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that's dope, man. Definitely recommend this, man. Really good, dude. Especially the way that it opens up, man. It kind of has like the wildest open, and you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And then the music, and it's doing the Tarantino thing where it's jumping around with the chapters, different points in the story, which really works, man. The less you know about this thing, the better, dude. Like, just go see it, man. Now you can see it. It's on, digital rental. I guess was it a Shudder one as well?
No.
Are they going to get it? Oh, it's not. All right. Yeah, just buy it, man. It's worth it. Yeah, but I think that's it, folks, man. We're going to get out of here and catch up with you guys next time. Make sure you go to the movies, man. We're trying to keep these theaters alive.
Yes.
And check us out, man. Like the channel, subscribe, tell your friends about us, and we're going to be back next time. You catch me at Monkey Blood on Twitter and Instagram.
I'm Cornelius Bros. You can find me on Facebook, Cornelius Bros, on Instagram, Cornelius Bros, on Twitter at Cornelius1976, and on TikTok at Cornelius1976, where I just look at videos.
All right, man. We out of here, folks.